the sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions,
The #1 reactionary channel on YouTube.
I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo. We are back again with another one. Another video where we're going to share our commentary and criticism. Peace and blessings to everybody that's in the chat. We got some interesting news for you today. Basically, in the news, the Kevin Samuels YouTube channel may have been hijacked. Yes, that's right. It may have been hijacked. Apparently, we talked about this earlier in the day where there has been some activity on the Kevin Samuels platform. And tonight, there's supposed to be some sort of celebration because I believe today is supposed to be his birthday. On the other platform, we talked about this in part 1, and I brought up a lot of different information. And I want to talk about this some more because I noticed that a lot of people don't realize what's happening here. Now, tonight's episode that is supposed to be over there, it's a premiere, and I just don't understand this. I'm trying to figure this out. It's like it's supposed to be a premiere video, and it's not live. So it's something that was pre-recorded. Now, the question is, who's doing this? Now, if you're not on the other platform, then you missed part 1. But we covered this particular story earlier in the day. We brought out details about the situation, but now I'm learning because somebody came into my chat and they said something along the lines of people were hitting the Cash App and the super chats, and I'm saying to myself, if Kevin Samuels passed away 10 months ago, like, why are people hitting a Cash App and a super chat? And the real question is, where's all the money going? And who been cashing in all this time? I mean, for 10 months, his platform been generating revenue. So who been getting the money all this time? It's a very, very interesting question, right? Well, we talked about a lot of information, about 1 hour and probably 30 minutes worth of information. I'm gonna try to speak on some new information that I have and kind of piggyback on some of the information I talked about earlier in the day on the other platform. It appears that when it comes to super chats and various other things during that particular premiere that happened a day ago, people have donated approximately $535 in super chats. Now, you may say, well, what is the big point of this, Ringo? Well, a man has passed away, and the question is, who's cashing in and who's using his platform to basically gain when they're not really doing no work? I think that's problematic, to say the least. But nonetheless, I want to talk in my original format because this is not cool. And as you all know, I'm the only one that's on the case right now. When Kevin Samuels passed away, I pretty much was on the front line basically trying to put the puzzles together and figure out what went wrong. Because it's my personal opinion that Kevin Samuels was set up. I believe that he was plotted against by people that were close to him. This is what I believe. It's my personal opinion. We are all entitled to our opinion. And I believe that he was set up, and we don't hear nothing about the woman that was with him. They told us that he just had some sort of heart failure and all this other stuff, and they kind of brushed it under the rug. But me personally, I believe that Kevin Samuels was targeted because of the popularity and the wealth that he was building. And I believe that somebody around him, they were a little red-eyed and they wanted it for themselves. So in my initial videos where we talked about this particular case, it is apparent that somebody had gained access. That's right. Somebody may have gained access to his password. Now, on the other platform, we talked about how someone has control right now, ladies and gentlemen, over his Instagram, his Facebook, Twitter, his Cash App, and I believe his Patreon. Did I say Patreon? I'm not sure if I did, but basically all his social medias. Somebody's running them. Yeah, it's very, very strange activity going on social media right now. So I want to talk about this because they're on some sort of new campaign. Some corporation, I think it's called Kev and K, something along those lines. We're going to talk about that. Matter of fact, let's see if we could bring up some information up on the screen because this is some interesting stuff. Let me see if I could do this real quick. Yeah, right here. Okay. I think this was yesterday. A video premiered on the Kevin Samuels channel, and it was titled "Coming Soon," the trailer. And as you can see, based on the screen, it generated about $535 worth of super chats. Now, for some of you in these YouTube streets, you might think, oh, you're just pocket watching, all of this other stuff. Listen, fam, I'm here to do my news reporting, commentary, criticism, my journalist type of material, and pretty much educate the YouTube community on what's going on in these streets. Kevin Samuels passed away 10 months ago. So if he passed away 10 months ago, the question that I have is, who's gaining money now? Now, before you say his daughter is not a content creator. And to be honest with you, if I was a Kevin Samuels fan, I'm not a Kevin Samuels fan. I'm supposed to be one of his detractors, one of his critiques. At the same time, if you've been following my content, I actually defended Kevin Samuels in his death. I actually was on the front line producing content, trying to find out who did this to him, because I personally believe that he was murdered. It's now starting to look like a blood sacrifice. Like, this man was literally deleted for fortune and fame, and somebody got a hold of the estate. Now, when Kevin Samuels passed away, I noticed that there was some activity on his channel, and I never talked about it, but I want to talk about it some more. I talked about it on the other platform. I noticed that there was changes. For example, his avatar changed. A lot of you may not have noticed that, but before he passed away, he had one particular picture. The reason why I know this is because I had a screenshot, and then I noticed the avatar changed. So I'm like, wait a minute, who did that? So somebody had access to his channel. And also, let me put this little disclaimer in the chat for anybody that's in the chat. Do not post anybody's YouTuber names or anything in my chat. If I catch you, I'm gonna block you. You know, sad to say, these are the rules. Do not post anybody's names in my chat. If you have anyone that you may guess that might be involved, refrain from posting their names in my chat. If you did it already and I scroll through and I see it, please know that I'm going to block you. So if you did that, I suggest that you retract your statement immediately before I find it. Now, again, the channel is being controlled by someone. And when he passed away, I noticed an avatar changed. And I didn't think nothing that much. I thought maybe YouTube did something or something just happened. Maybe it was a glitch or something, because sometimes things like that happen. But then over time, I started noticing video titles started to change. Certain videos that was once up was removed or put on private. And I'm like, wait a minute, the man is not alive. So what exactly is going on here? This doesn't even make any sense. So, hey, I just said, you know what? Somebody got a hold of his account, but I didn't have enough information. But I did speak about in my videos. I did tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that I believe that somebody murdered Kevin Samuels, allegedly, and their goal was to take his wealth, his riches. We talked about his cell phone, the possibility of someone using his facial recognition to get into his phone. And now they may have access to his Cash App. So that means for 10 months straight, someone been cashing in all this time. Yes, that's right. And as you can see, based on this screenshot right here, whoever uploaded the video, coming soon, the trailer, they used tags: fragrance, men's fashion, men's style, grooming, relationships. So who's doing that? Like, who's doing that if Kevin Samuels is not here? It's not making sense, and it's not right. And if you're a Kevin Samuels fan, please understand something. The man is gone, right? It's unfortunate he's no longer here. May he rest in peace. At the same time, to see people super chatting, cash apping, and you don't even know where your money is going, that's crazy. You have lost your mind. He's not there. So to notice, and I didn't even know that people were super chatting during that premiere. I didn't even know. Somebody came into the comment section on my other platform, the Ringo TV Raw channel, and basically said, hey, you know, people were throwing money out left and right. And I'm like, why, if he's deceased? Do you even know who's obtaining this monies? Like, I just don't get it. But the video garnered up about 150,000 views, $535 in super chats, and now tonight they're gonna have another premiere, which means it's another money grab. And I think that this is despicable. I think that this is sad. This is just it's a problem. Because the reason why it's a problem, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot of people will say stuff like, well, maybe all of the money is going towards the daughter. Again, if you're not on the other platform, I've covered all of this information. I found out who the daughter is through my research. I'm not going to reveal who she is, but she has a YouTube channel on this platform. It's definitely on this platform. I know exactly who she is. You understand? She's in the so-called hair makeup niche, fixing hair and all of that other type of stuff. I checked her Instagram page, and one thing that stood out to me was there was no photos of her and her dad. So my thing is, if the daughter have access over the entire account and the estate or whatever the case is, why she don't represent her dad by posting a photo, something on her Instagram, or like, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. I don't understand how could one have a father and there is nothing on your social medias, there's nothing on her YouTube channel, there's not one video on her YouTube channel saying RIP dad, I love you, I miss you. There's nothing there. But ladies and gentlemen, and we got to focus on this particular but. Let's check this out, because we talked about this on the other platform, but I got something interesting for you. Let me blow this up real quick so that we could examine this, because I want you to see this, and I want this to be a public record for everybody that's viewing. Now, based on the screen right here, this is a screen grab from the premiere video that will air tonight on the Kevin Samuels channel. I want you to see something very clear in here. What does it say in the blue? Could anybody tell me what it says in the blue? Could anybody type that in the chat? I just need to know. Maybe I'm misreading it, but I see something in blue. I want to know what that means, because again, they have a little disclaimer, that is in the description area of the video, but when they uploaded it, it has a license that says Creative Commons Attribution License, reuse allowed. Reuse allowed. But it tells you copyright Kev and K Corp 2022, all rights reserved. All use of Kevin Samuels content, text, photographs, videos, etc. requires permission of Kev and K Corp. Any unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this content constitutes copyright infringement and will be result in immediate legal action. Kevin Samuels is a trademark of Kevin K Corp. Any unauthorized use of the Kevin Samuels trademark constitutes trademark infringement and will result in immediate legal action. Yes, but right underneath that, it says reuse allowed. Right. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. But this is what we have on social media, ladies and gentlemen. And I thought that I'd share that with you because we covered that on the other platform. And I think that is problematic for Kevin Samuels' legacy, that someone hijacked his account and they're now seeking legal action against anybody that used his content. That's sad, right? And today is supposed to be his birthday. Oh, speaking of birthday, let's take a little break and remember Kevin Samuels, shall we? Let's go.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar.
Ringo TV reactions.
Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios todo lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz.
Ringo TV reactions.
De corazón. De corazón. No te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money work. Money work. Money work. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Lunes. Lunático.
Okay. So, today's supposed to be Kevin Samuels' birthday, and somebody have access of his platform. And what we're trying to do in our investigation, we're trying to find out who. Now, I have my suspicions and guess of who it is. Possibly an attorney friend of his. And we're not going to mention any names in the chat because, again, if I catch you, I'm going to block you. So keep all names to yourself. But at the same time, I find it to be very disrespectful to have a disclaimer of copyright this, copyright that, and all these legal threats of a man that is deceased, rather than focusing on his legacy, someone is focusing on lawsuits. I'm telling you, the world we live in is evil. The world we live in is completely evil, ladies and gentlemen. Something is wrong with society. Something is seriously wrong because, again, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. That's why we're doing part 2 of the video. Kevin Samuels Hijacked Part 2. Someone apparently have hijacked his channel, and they pretty much are controlling his ad revenue. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're not talking about no little chump change here. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Let me give you a little understanding of that. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Let me see. Let me do this real quick. Right here, we have some analytics, some information. Yesterday's video, right? Yesterday's video, coming soon, the trailer. Again, it garnered up about $535 in super chat revenue. Total channel super chat revenue. Now check this out, fam. Channel total revenue, and this is just super chats alone. I need for you to understand that. This is just super chats alone, right? For the entire channel, right? $517,000 in super chats alone. We're not even talking about ad revenue. So my question is, who's taking in all of this money? And where is it going if the man has passed away? And who have authorization to be on the platform? This is why I don't understand. Ladies and gentlemen, we talked about this in the other video. Kevin Samuels' platform brings in hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Now, his views went significantly down. His views went down a lot based on the analytic websites that I pretty much visit to gather my information. His views dropped tremendously. Well, obviously because he's not uploading any content, but his videos are still bringing in monetization. Now, in the part 1 video, we talked about some pertinent information that I think would be beneficial for the YouTube community. On YouTube, right? If you have a YouTube platform that is monetized, right? And you don't upload content for 6 months, YouTube will demonetize your account. It doesn't mean that you violated a community guideline or you did something wrong. It just means that your channel is inactive. So YouTube will pull monetization from your channel. So now here's the question. If Kevin Samuels been deceased for 10 months and haven't uploaded anything on his YouTube platform, how is it that his channel is still monetized? The reason and the answer to that is because somebody have access to it, where they log in, they make certain changes, they update descriptions, they change titles, a thumbnail here and there to keep the channel monetized. Because again, ladies and gentlemen, you can go to YouTube and you can ask them this very question, and they will tell you exactly what I'm telling you. If your YouTube channel remains inactive, I'm talking about there is no activity on your platform for 6 months, you will be demonetized. So if you have an active monetized channel right now and you just don't upload videos for 6 months, YouTube will take away your monetization because basically you're not uploading any material, respectfully, right? So if that's the case, if 10 months already passed, Kevin Samuels' platform shouldn't be monetized. It shouldn't be, but it is, which means that somebody is benefiting, or it could mean that the channel was demonetized. Now follow me, listen to me very carefully, because there's some information you may not know about YouTube. You can get demonetized, and if your channel is in dormant, YouTube can place ads on your videos even though you don't want ads on them. For example, I got a channel on YouTube right now that I can't even gain access to because I forgot the email that I use for that particular channel. I just don't remember the email. I know I have the email somewhere in the house, somewhere it's on a hard drive, a screenshot or something, but I don't have access to the platform. But that channel was never monetized. But when I go to that YouTube channel, there's ads on all of my videos. So there is a clause somewhere in the YouTube's Bible, quote unquote, where they can place ads on videos if nobody's there, basically. So it could be a situation like that where his channel may have gotten demonetized, but YouTube still run ads. But now here's the thing. The reason why I know his channel is not demonetized is because of this. Because of that. So his channel is still monetized. If your channel was demonetized, you would not be able to super chat. Are you gaining knowledge? So I answered my own question. His channel is monetized, which means that whoever had access to his YouTube account have been keeping the activity alive so that the monetization remain. So now again, I asked and I posed the question. For 10 months, somebody got 10 payouts of Kevin Samuels' earnings for 10 months. Whoever that person is, have millions of dollars deposited into their bank account. Yeah, that's right. We're talking about millions of dollars, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you believe it or not, a content creator can make a whole lot of money on YouTube. And somebody like Kevin Samuels, respectfully, his videos was extremely popular. So garnering up 1 million views on a live stream, the CPM on that must be ridiculous. The engagement is through the roof. As you know, Kevin Samuels made sure to keep you engaged. This is why he used a lot of the music, the Money World song. And for anybody that's in the chat, the Money World song is not Kevin Samuels' song, right? If you have a subscription to, I believe it's epidemicsound.com. I believe that particular website, anybody can go over there and have a subscription to use their music. For example, I am licensed to use the music. So before somebody say, oh, that's Kevin Samuels' song, you stole his song. Really? Really, I would like to see the paperwork on that because it's not his song. Matter of fact, if you go to his channel and go under this particular video, coming soon, the trailer, go under that video. Look in the description area and you will see that his video may have gotten some sort of copyright because in the description, it's telling you that he's using 2 songs from a particular creator of music, which means that there's a possibility that Kevin Samuels' account with Epidemic Sound may have expired. There's a possibility it may have expired and he didn't renew. Maybe he didn't have it on auto renew. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I know that I have 3 licenses, which mean I can use music on 3 different platforms. So because the reason why I have to say this is because a lot of times people will hear music and they will assume that you're taking Kevin Samuels' music. For example, if I turn this off right here, right, and I go like this, and I put this song on, right? They'll say you're using Kevin Samuels' music. That's not Kevin Samuels' music. Sorry. Try again. That music do not belong to him. That music belongs to anybody that has an actual license to use it. Sorry to burst your bubble. Right. Sometimes you have to make people understand because a lot of people lack the education and the mental fortitude to understand the basics of social media. Anyone that has licensing can use music that is copywritten in their music as background tracks, right? So now, getting back to the point, tonight they are supposed to celebrate something along the lines with Kevin Samuels. if you are a Kevin Samuels fan, you really have to ask questions and find out what's going on here, because it's appalling to me that a man died and somebody is capitalizing off of his death by posting legal threats that if anybody uses content, we're coming after you. If you use his photo, if you use his text, if you use anything, we're coming after you with lawsuits. Who does that? That's sad. The proper way to uphold a person's legacy would be to come on social media and say like this: hello, everyone. We are the family of Kevin Samuels, and we would just like to talk to the public that today is his birthday, and we want you to keep his legacy alive. All of you creators, fans of his work, we don't mind if you copy his work, take his material, spread it, just keep it alive. Keep the message of Kevin Samuels alive. It doesn't really matter what you do with the material. We're not here to be party poopers and focus on legal threats and various other greed, but we are more concerned with his message getting out there. And that is how a family's supposed to pretty much react. I don't see that. I really don't. What I see is, I believe the family may have been influenced by an attorney that is greedy, an attorney that is just full of evil, and possibly may have, quote unquote, allegedly embezzled money from the Kevin Samuels estate. Yeah, that's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, because we're talking about a lot of money. A whole lot of money has been moved. And also, here's some more information for you. In the description of Kevin Samuels' channel, if you go to the channel description in the About section, you'll notice they edit his About Me, which means they have access to all the social medias, including his Cash App. That's right. Kevin Samuels' cell phone may still be active, y'all. Somebody still have access to his cell phone. How else are they getting these Cash Apps? I said, how else are they getting these Cash Apps? It's crazy. Do you understand? Let me see this person here. Somebody said, it's not public if you pay for licensing. Jesus. Are you trying to be smart in my chat? Do you even understand what I'm talking about? When did I say something is public? See, I challenge you to do this. I have license to use any music I desire. I am covered from copyrights, right? I challenge you to go to your platform if you have a YouTube channel. Go play that same song with Kevin Samuels on your platform and watch what happens. Watch what happens. You will get a good old Content ID copyright from Epidemic Sound because you don't have a license. See, I have 3 of them for 3 different platforms. See, if you get a license, you cannot go to different platforms and play the music. You're gonna get hit with Content ID copyrights. See, I know this because I'm a veteran in YouTube. You understand? So I understand. So when you say, what in the world you said? It's not public. I never said that music was public or whatever the case is. Or maybe you were just talking to somebody else. I don't know. But your comment sounds as if though you were targeting me. The music is not public for anybody to use. It's copywritten music. It's somebody's intellectual properties. It's just that these particular websites allow content creators to use music as background sounds to help their music to get more of a retention span and engagement with the people. It's more entertaining. For example, the music that is the Money World song, I edited that entire video. The music is Money World. That belongs to somebody else, but I have license to pretty much use the music. But I edited my own production. Do you understand me? My own production. I edit the video. Just like when Kevin Samuels played the Money World song, what did he do? He had a young lady dancing for him. You remember that? those of you that follow Kevin Samuels' platform, put a 1 in the chat if you can recall when Kevin Samuels played the Money World song, he would have a young woman dancing throughout the video, and it would be edited with her dancing. I just need for this to be on record for, public information so that people can understand that Kevin Samuels edited his own music video for his platform. Because a lot of times people say that you're copying Kevin Samuels' music. None of this belongs to him. It's not his intellectual properties. Basically, it belongs to a company, and it's copywritten. You have to have a license to use it. So what we have here is a problem. They're using Kevin Samuels' deceased body for fortune and fame. That's right. And I find that to be problematic. And I'm trying to figure out why would any attorney be focused on copyrights and having immediate legal action? So you mean to tell me the Kevin Samuels family is not focusing on his legacy? They're more focused on trying to get money from people. This is crazy. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, I personally believe that if you're a Kevin Samuels fan or follower, you should refrain from entertaining any of these videos that pop up on that platform. If Kevin Samuels is deceased, right, let it go. It's time to move on, right? It's time to stop. Like, you got to stop being emotional, because at this point, what they're doing to you, ladies and gentlemen, is they're playing with your emotions. They are. If you go to the verse video, everybody's in the comments being emotional. People are saying, I'm crying. I'm still hurt. I miss you, Kevin. You're the godfather. This is bad. So Kevin Samuels is your godfather. What about the Most High? Who do you serve? I just want to know. This is borderline adultery, because it's one thing if somebody passed away and you appreciated them. Okay, I get it. But it's been 10 months. It's been 10 months, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to move on. It's really time to move on. And it's just sad that I'm watching this in real time. Somebody actually sent me the information, because I don't even go to his platform. Ever since he passed away, I don't even go to his platform. There's nothing there, but the memories of old videos. But it seemed like an attorney got into the ear of possibly his daughter, allegedly, and started a corporation to, I guess, control all of Kevin Samuels' material. And they claim that everything is copywritten and all this other junk. Whatever. As I said many times, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to YouTube, and I need to make this publicly clear for everybody that's coming up, I want to show you something, right? On the screen here, we have the fair use doctrine, fair use dealings warning. This is the disclaimer that I use all the time when I use other people's material to do reaction videos. When I do reactions videos, I am protected under the fair use doctrine. I'm going to make this brief so that if you're a content creator, you can understand the laws of the land. Now, it says, warning, federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video disc under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. So now, based upon the fair use doctrine, it is very apparent that you don't need authorization from a copyright holder. But according to the Kevin Samuels estate, it's claiming that Kevin K Corp, all rights reserved, all use of Kevin Samuels content, text, photographs, videos, etc. require the permission of Kev and K Corp. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not true. That's not true. If you go to any copyright attorney, they will laugh at that. And I think that whoever put that there is a deceptive person that is trying to use intimidation or some sort of fear tactic to make you not use Kevin Samuels' material to do commentary and criticism. Now, for the record, if you're a person who have a YouTube platform and you re-upload, mirror Kevin Samuels' content, you're in violation. You're not supposed to do that. Respectfully, you're not supposed to take anyone's content, download it, and re-upload it for your platform and try to monetize that. You can't do that. That's a violation. You can get in trouble for that. Matter of fact, you could get your whole channel terminated. You can get multiple copyright strikes, and there's really nothing you can do about it because you can't defend yourself in a situation like that. You have murdered somebody's material. The way fair use works, ladies and gentlemen, is like this. Fair use would be like this. Let's do this. Let me do this real quick. Let's just say, for example, that this particular music video is not my music video. Let's just say, for example, Ringo TV did not edit the following music video that I'm going to play, but I want to do a reaction video. I want to share my commentary about it. This is how you would do a reaction video. And this is how everything falls in lines with fair use. You cannot take this video and go like this and just put that video on your platform and say, well, I'm using it under fair use, and you play the whole video. That's a violation. You can get in trouble for that. But now this would be fair use. Watch this. Now, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the music video starts, and I just want to share my commentary and criticism. Let's play it again and see what else we can find from it. Now, the woman that you see in the video, I really enjoy the scenery of how the videographer pretty much did what they did with the camera. It really makes the video look well. Let's continue playing it so that we share more commentary.
Money work.
Now, that particular section right there, ladies and gentlemen, where they put out the money and the fire, I like the effects of how it is. I like the way they did that. It's very inspirational, and I use that type of creativity in my own production. But let's listen to a little bit more. Do you understand? Do you understand? That is how you do fair use commentary. You have to break down the video, which means the video must be transformative in nature. That is what will protect you when it comes to copyright infringement. You have to transform the video to make it original. You just can't mirror the video and say fair use. You're gonna lose your channel. You're gonna get in trouble. You don't want that. So I'm looking at this situation here with this particular warning disclaimer that they post on the Kevin Samuels channel. This is not lawful. You do not need any permission from anyone to use any content on Kevin Samuels' channel. You don't need permission under the fair use doctrine, fair use, fair dealings. You don't need no permission. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, imagine if everybody had to go asking Kev K Corp for permission. And you know what's so funny, ladies and gentlemen? If you go look up, it's amazing. I challenge you, after the stream or while the stream is going, go Google Kev and K Corp. Go Google that, right? It'll bring you to a page and you'll see somebody in there literally asking for permission. I screenshot it, but I'm not going to put it out there because I don't know who that person is. But my point is, somebody went to them. You can find this on Google. And they literally wrote, "Hi, my name is such and such." The name start with a C. And they're asking Kev K Corp for permission to use the late Kevin Samuels content for a reaction video. You don't have to do that. You don't have to ask for permission to have commentary and criticism. It's crazy. Like, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, listen, you don't need permission. If you look at YouTube's community guidelines, if you look at everything that governs YouTube and you read, you don't need permission. It's a fair use. Do you understand me? It's a fair use. Everybody's supposed to know that. If you're into social media, if you're a content creator and you don't understand fair use, you need to leave social media. Now, of course, you're going to have people on social media that will use copyrights and false DMCA claims. I think it's Digital Millennium Copyright Act. That's what that stands for. A lot of people abuse the system and they file false complaints, false takedown notices, because they don't understand your rights. And I think that as a content creator, especially in YouTube, that's abuse. If you're a content creator and somebody used your material for a reaction video, commentary, and you file a copyright claim, that person should sue you. And I'm gonna make you understand, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a creator on YouTube, right, and somebody files a false copyright claim, you have the option to sue them for damages. Because the way it works, and I need to explain this in case you're an up-and-coming YouTuber or a seasoned YouTuber that just may not know about these particular, this type of information. When someone files a DMCA claim against you for copyright infringement, and you know you are within your rights under fair use because you transformed the video, you made it new, it was educational, you added value, you know what I mean? Whether on camera or off camera, it doesn't matter. If you transform the material and they filed a false claim, the way you do this to win your judgment against them is like this. You would basically file a counter notice through YouTube, right? And you would basically have this information in your counter notice. You would explain exactly what's the purpose for your video and what exactly you're doing in terms of reaction videos, commentary, news reporting, and so forth for educational purposes. And you explain to YouTube that the video in question is 5 minutes, but my video is an hour and 50 minutes of commentary. And you let them know that the person maliciously filed this particular complaint and you want your video to be restored. Now, what's going to happen is YouTube is going to forward your counter notice to the said party. Now, said party is going to have your information, your personal information, but don't worry about that. You'll be able to get theirs as well. Once they get your counter notification, they basically have 10 business days. Yeah, they have 10 business days to prove to YouTube that they have authorization, or should I say, a legal judgment from a court that restricts you from having said content on YouTube, which means that individual that filed that complaint against you have to provide paperwork from a court, and YouTube gives them 10 business days, which means when someone file a DMCA claim against you, they should already have the paperwork with them. In most cases, 99.9% of the time, none of these people do. They use the DMCA claim to silence you, to bully you, to harass you, not realizing that you can sue them because they thought that because YouTube takes down the video that they're in the clear. No, it's an opportunity for you to get paid. That's right. It's an opportunity for you to get a bag. So when they do this to you, right, what you need to do is this. You file your counter notice. They're going to lose. I promise you, they're going to lose. They don't have the paperwork. They do not have the documentation. They have to provide to YouTube a court order against you. They don't have it. So they're going to start to panic. And then when the 10 days is up, YouTube is going to restore your video. Once they restore your video, you go talk to a copyright attorney. You get a copyright attorney and you let them know what exactly happened. The attorney now will be able to contact YouTube and they'll be able to get whoever filed that complaint they'll be able to get their personal information. YouTube have to give that up. Yes, that's right. YouTube will give you their personal information, their mail and address, legal government name, phone numbers, emails. They'll give you all the information. That's right. Once you get that information, now you pretty much will take them to court and you sue them for damages, pain and suffering, loss of wage, especially if you're a content creator and you was earning revenue on said video and they shut your video down. That's damaging. It can affect your family. You could have been traumatized because of this. It could have affected your children's situation. Maybe you couldn't afford to pay this and that because the video, you lost money. So now you can sue them for that. I need for you to keep this in mind, because a lot of times people don't know their rights and people are using malicious methods to bully people into submission. Don't let that happen to you. Take that as an opportunity to get paid, because you can get paid lovely, because they don't realize what they've done. And also, to add insult to injury, people that resort to doing that type of stuff, they could get their channel terminated. Yeah, that's right. If you file a false complaint, let's say, for example, somebody filed a false complaint against you and you countered that and YouTube restores the video and they file another one and it's fake, it's another bogus complaint. All you got to do is you contact YouTube through the YouTube chat and you let them know. You're like, hey, YouTube, I just have a question and a concern that is, concerning me as a content creator. And you let them know that, somebody filed a copyright claim against you. You filed a counter notice. You won. The video was restored, but they filed another one against another video, basically doing the same harassment. YouTube will terminate their account. Yes. Yeah. Just giving you the game. You see, Kendra G tried this a while back with another YouTuber where he was making a lot of videos about Kendra G videos, and he did a lot of reactions, and she filed all these copyright claims against him, and basically it was thrown out because it was bogus. And you notice she never did it again. Why? Because she got that letter from YouTube basically letting her know that if you do this again, we're going to terminate your account. You're going to go through some sort of disciplinary action. You have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, as content creators, YouTube is the boss at the end of the day. We work for YouTube, even though we are content creators, we run a business, we're still on their platform. So we have rules that we must follow. We have guidelines that we must follow. So you have to play by the rules. And if you abuse the rules, that's when you get in trouble. So we have to play fair as content creators and stop being emotional. So if you're a creator and this information helps you out, use it. I'm telling you, I promise you, as long as your videos is within guidelines, as long as you are following YouTube's terms of service and you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you're not stealing nobody's work, but you transform it. Again, it's all about transformative. You have to transform material. So if you're a YouTuber, because again, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of YouTube channels. Let me talk about that. There are a lot of YouTube channels that are stealing Kevin Samuels' work, and I don't approve of that. I think that that's disgusting. I did a search on this, and there are many YouTube channels that all they do is upload Kevin Samuels' material. Those channels need to be deleted. Yes, those channels need to be deleted. Right? Those channels need to be deleted. So if I was the Kevin Samuels family, I would do something about that. But at the same time, if the Kevin Samuels family is viewing my stream, I think that it's problematic for you guys to have this on your channel. I think that this is a problem because, number one, this right here is a contradiction of itself. Now, any copyright attorney, any lawyer that has any sense would look at this and laugh. A judge will laugh at this. Look, ladies and gentlemen, take this screenshot right here and save it. Because of why? It says Creative Commons Attribution License. Reuse is allowed. They're telling you to reuse the content, but then in the description, they're telling you that you're gonna get hit with lawsuits if you do. This is crazy. in their own video description. You could go to their channel right now and see what it says. It literally is giving you, it's telling you could use all the content, because that is how Kevin Samuels had his account set. Kevin Samuels, listen, ladies and gentlemen, there was a time when Kevin Samuels was abusive in terms of filing false copyright claims against people. He did this. We talked about that on the platform many times. This was when Kevin Samuels was rising in fame. He would file bogus claims against YouTubers that was doing reaction videos. And I made videos letting him know, you can go ahead and file one against me, because I like those kind of complaints. I really do. I welcome those type of complaints, because I'm gonna make examples out of you. So once I did that, I noticed that it's like he started to talk different. And remember, put a 1 in the chat if you can recall when Kevin Samuels had a disclaimer that if you use his videos, he's gonna hit you with copyright claims. And he didn't care if it was a reaction video or not. He was hitting you with copyrights. He took all of that stuff down. Yes, he did. You know why he took them down? Because he most likely saw my videos. He most likely had got contact from YouTube to not abuse other creators, because it's unethical. This is social media. If you're a popular person, people are going to be talking about you. If I was extremely popular on YouTube and people are cutting clips of my videos doing reaction videos, I wouldn't even care. You know why? Because on the back end, I'm actually benefiting from that, because they're keeping my name relevant. They're basically getting me more exposure. So they're promoting my name and my brand and my likeness. But when a person is selfish and they're only thinking about themselves, they resort to stuff like copyright claims. They want to, silence everybody. That's abusive. This is social media. This is what makes YouTube. It's just fun when you can see and hear other people's perspective on different issues. So it's really sad that this is going on, that the family is being influenced by an attorney, because this was written up by an attorney that is basically vindictive, manipulative, conniving, greedy. This is their doing. This is not that of somebody from Kevin Samuels' family. There is no way they would word everything like that. You understand? Somebody said, what about YouTube strikes? What about it? You have to explain yourself. You got to make your question clear for the class so that we could properly answer that. There's all types of YouTube strikes. There's all types. So you have to be very clear on what you're asking. You have copyright, you have terms of service, you have warnings, you have monetization claims. There's many different things that you could get in trouble with on YouTube. And the thing is, a lot of people just don't know. They just don't follow the rules. If you go into the community guidelines and you read what it says and just follow what it says, you'll be all right. I mean, I made many mistakes on YouTube. I've done things that I didn't understand at the time, and I learned my lesson. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem being punished if I did something wrong. But I'm not gonna sit back and be punished when I know I didn't do something wrong. I'm going to fight back, right? So let me see. Somebody said YouTube is a land full of thieves who will make money from your work while you're in a coffin. Yeah, it's bad. Now, again, respectfully to channels that do reaction videos, they're not stealing Kevin Samuels' material if they're doing reaction videos. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is there are many YouTube channels that upload his material and they're not adding any commentary. Those channels gotta go. They're making a lot of money. Again, I have different websites that I use, and I could pretty much look and I can see what somebody makes on YouTube in terms of videos. I know all the analytics of whatever your video is. And those channels that are using Kevin Samuels' material by stealing all his material and uploading it, mirroring all his content, those people are making a lot of money right now. They're making a lot of money, and they shouldn't be making any money at all, because it's Number one, they're not being creative. YouTube is about creativity. This is why a lot of creators mess up. And a lot of people are going to get in trouble in the future. You have to be creative on YouTube. If YouTube notice that you're just doing content and you're not really being creative, and there's nothing really creative about what you do, it's nothing original, unique, that's going to ruin your channel. This is why commentary and criticism is very important. When you see me do a reaction video, you notice I put a lot of commentary. Any of you that watch my videos, if you walk away from my videos and you haven't been educated, stimulated in your thoughts, you haven't come up in your knowledge, then something's wrong. That means you weren't paying attention. You know? I've been on for an hour thus far. So all of this information is commentary, but this is not a reaction video. This is just me doing a class. My point is, when I do reaction videos, I always transform the videos. The reason why this particular channel got demonetized was because of an error that I've done. You know what I mean? I didn't intentionally do it. I made a terrible mistake, but it wasn't really my fault. It's very complicated to explain. I explained it in another video. I think I explained it in 2 different videos, where YouTube Shorts, you don't have the ability to turn off monetization. You don't have the ability to turn it off. It's like it stays on. At least for me, it just stays on. I don't know if there's any content creators that are in the chat and you have YouTube Shorts that are monetized. Are you able to, let me turn off this phone. Where in the world is my phone? Let me see. Okay. I don't even know why I'm getting notifications on my computer. It just blew my ears up just now. So to whoever's texting me, do not text me no more. Just blew my whole ears up just now. Pretty sure if you're wearing headphones, anything like that, you heard that loud sound as well. But my point is this, long story short, there are certain rules and guidelines that you have to follow on YouTube. I figured out and learned a whole lot during the ordeal that I've been through. And a lot of creators don't know this particular information. And they're gonna learn the hard way. There's a lot of things that everybody's gonna learn the hard way. You have to follow the guidelines. There are certain things that are written and you may be doing something that's wrong and you just don't know. So you really have to be careful. You really have to be careful. And this is why all of those YouTube channels that are using Kevin Samuels material, it's gonna all fall. Right now, they're monetizing all his videos, monetizing. Once YouTube find their channels, it's gonna be demonetized. If the Kevin Samuels estate wanted to get all of those particular YouTube platforms taken down, right? It's easy. That's so easy to do because they're violating all sorts of guidelines. They're in a mess right now. And they don't even know. They're just getting the money. They're just grabbing the money as fast as they can, but they're violating all of YouTube's monetization policies. If you read the YouTube monetization policy, all of those Kevin Samuel copycat channels that mirror his content, they're in violation till kingdom come. Seriously. All it takes is, but see, the reason why it's difficult to get those channels down is because it's not Kevin Samuels doing the filing. See, I cannot file a complaint from my channel for another person's channel. It don't work like that. So the only way these things would get done is if whoever is controlling Kevin Samuels' platform file a complaint against those channels that mirror his content. But now here's a problem. If Kevin Samuels is dead, that would mean somebody is impersonating Kevin Samuels at this point. I don't know. Let me see. Somebody said using clips or audio from other YouTubers. You could use clips and audio from other YouTubers. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you are sharing commentary. Look, I need for you to understand, right? You could use anybody's clips, right? Anybody's audio. The problem is you got to understand that you must transform the audio, the visual, the images, and make it more unique. Do you understand? And also, you got to be concerned with content ID. Content ID is something that other creators use they put it on their video so that if somebody else used their video, they will monetize your video. In other words, if you upload their video, they don't even care about sending a copyright strike. They're monetizing from your platform. So if your platform got a large following and generating a lot of views, they don't care. They don't care. You think you're monetizing, but no, the monetization is going to their platform. So you got to be careful with other content that's content ID. A good form of practice, which is not necessarily going to help you because you really never know who has content ID on their videos. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did that with Kevin Samuels' videos. They have a lot of work to do if they did. That takes a lot of work. But nonetheless, you can still use those videos under fair use. As long as you're using clips, you know what I mean? Just sharing your commentary and criticism, you're good to go. You know what I mean? Like I said, if anybody tried to file a complaint against you in terms of copyright, just file a counter notice. They're going to lose. It is what it is. And then you sue them afterwards, right? Make a few dollars off that because they're going to file a fake complaint because they're just upset that you're using the content, right? And once they do this, YouTube is going to give them 10 business days to bring a court order from a judge against you. Typically, they don't even have it. They don't because they're lying, right? And to be honest with you, what content creator copyrights their live streams? You think any of my live streams are copywritten? This is YouTube. Copywritten what? No. Now, if I have a product like music, you know, something that I produce for the purpose of business and selling, that will be copywritten. Do you understand me? But when you have a video that's a live stream, why would you copyright that? And even if it is copywritten, even if it is, what does the fair use doctrine says? Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, video tapes, or video disc under certain circumstances. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to know the circumstances that govern fair use. And you can do this without authorization of the copyright holder, right? It says this is called fair use and is allowed for the purposes of what, Ringo? Criticism, news reporting, teaching, parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. These are your rights, ladies and gentlemen. You're supposed to know this if you're a content creator. You're supposed to know this. Don't let anyone intimidate you into fairing using somebody's content for a creative purpose. You know, it's not about you asking them for permission. No, it's not about that because they could say no, and then what? The law basically says, I don't need your permission. I don't need your permission. If I'm sharing my commentary and criticism, it's a fair use. I'm not taking anything from your wallet. I'm not taking anything from your pocket. This is social media. This is business. One hand washes the other. If I do a reaction with your video, let's say, for example, we have Brainwaves Advice Topics and LLC. Shout out to that brother in the chat. Support that brother's channel too. Let's say, for example, I went to his channel and I took one of his videos to do a reaction video. And I'm sharing my commentary and criticism. But I don't know him, he don't know me, and he get mad. Like, oh man, who this guy using my video? He filed a copyright claim. They'll take down the video from me, but I'm gonna hit him with a counter notice. The video is gonna be restored in 10 days, and then I'm gonna sue him, right? Now, a better action from him would have been, oh snap, wow, Ringo TV reactions, he's doing a reaction video with me. I got his name, I got his likeness. I'm basically promoting him. I'm promoting his platform. Now imagine, I have a larger channel, more subscribers, and I'm doing a reaction video of his. What do you think that's gonna happen for him? He's gonna in turn get traffic he's going to get traffic on the back end from my platform. That's business. You know what I mean? A lot of content creators on YouTube, they're so selfish. They don't understand economics and they don't understand that one hand washes the other. When someone do a reaction video about you, it means that you're popular. It means that you said something interesting that's worth a conversation. Why would you ruin your bottom line because you're jealous and envious of that person? I think that it's mandatory for anybody that's a content creator to know and have basic etiquette on social media and understand the laws of copyright, fair use, and understanding the guidelines of platforms. I think that a lot of times there is so much competitive jealousy that creators don't want anybody else to create. You know, like you have a lot of creators on YouTube right now, and it's just a sad situation. I'm gonna say this thing. It's gonna hit whoever it needs to hit. When I started doing reaction videos, I noticed a lot of content creators, they would make little videos taking shots, saying stuff like, all these YouTube guys, all they do is sit around reacting to other people's videos. They're not original. They're not making original content. That's jealousy. That's jealousy, ladies and gentlemen. They know you're making original content. They're just jealous that you're able to do it and they can't. The reaction niche on YouTube is very profitable. And it takes skills. You have to have a mouthpiece. You have to have a person that is a person that can think, a person that can react in terms of sharing commentary, criticism, and sharing their basic expertise and knowledge to educate the YouTube community. Once you have those attributes and different skill sets, you're able to take videos and break them down. It's a skill. So I noticed that a lot of people over the years have been criticizing reaction channels by claiming that they're not original, they're not this, they're not that. Fam, if you look through the body of my work, all these videos that I have on this platform, you can walk away with an education that will change your entire life because of all the things that I've talked about. Do you understand me? To say that a reaction channel is not original is crazy. That's crazy. It's pure jealousy, and this is what goes on. They just don't like the fact that you're able to do it. And now here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you look around YouTube now, you'll notice that the majority of a lot of content creators that used to talk about, oh, these reaction channels and they're not original, they're all doing reaction videos. They're all trying to share their spin on different things. You know why? Because they get their motivation from others that been in the game for a long time. And it's just sad. You know, we have to learn to work together as a community. YouTube is big enough for everybody. We have to stop being jealous of one another and hating one another. It doesn't even make any sense, right? But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get up on out of here. I'm going to pretty much tune in to the broadcast that's going to go on over there on the Kevin Samuels channel, because I want to see exactly what's going on and I want to see who's involved, because they are, in my humble opinion, they're milking the system. Now, is Kevin Samuels still alive? I don't know. I don't know if he's playing some Machiavelli thing. I don't know. But my point is this. If the man is deceased, right, I personally feel that if the Kevin Samuels family, right, don't want nobody to use his content, right, rather than having this plastered everywhere, how about you just delete his channel? Just delete the channel. Call it a day. Just delete it. Right? Just delete the channel. And oh yeah, I'm definitely coming back. I'm definitely coming back. After whatever they show, I'm gonna definitely talk about it and share my commentary about what we're seeing, if it's worth talking about. Because again, it's not gonna be live. It's pre-recorded. The premiere that is supposed to air over there, maybe it already started. I don't even know. Maybe I missed it already. It's not a live stream. It's a premiere. A premiere on YouTube is a pre-recorded video that have already been edited already, and it's uploaded to YouTube and it's streamed as a premiere. So the live chat will be open but the video is not airing live. Does that make sense? So yesterday, they had a video that was up, like I talked about earlier, and I believe this is the video here, and people were donating in the super chat. The video had 14,000 likes. It was donated $535 in super chats, and the video was not live. It was a premiere. As you can see on the screen, it says premiere. Let me see if I could do this real quick. It says premiere. If you look, it says premiere right there. So the video was premiered, right? It was premiered. It wasn't streamed live. It was already pre-recorded. But the thing is, there was nothing in the video. Actually, to be honest, I'm not even gonna waste my time going there. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let YouTube deal with it. I'm not gonna share all the secrets. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, so that particular video, it's pretty much monetized, and they are cashing in on that particular video there. I just think that is bad. I think that is wrong. Kevin Samuels is gone. I don't know why they're doing this. I think it's disgusting. The man is dead. Leave his channel alone. Y'all shouldn't be logged in. And think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about this for a second. Let me turn off the music for a second. Let's just talk about this, because I think that this is very, very bad. Whoever have access to Kevin Samuels' social medias are able to see his personal DMs on Instagram, which mean if Kevin Samuels may have been talking with a said woman, they have access to that. Do you see where we're going? That's disgusting. Like, why y'all doing that to the man? He's gone. He died. Why y'all in his DMs? Y'all don't got no respect. Y'all got control of his Facebook, his Instagram, his Patreon. This is sad. So on Patreon, in order to get paid, you have to cash out. So once every month kick in, you can cash out on Patreon. That means somebody's going to his Patreon. They're able to log in, cash out. And what's sad about this, they could direct the money anywhere they want. It's sad, man. It's sad what they're doing. Imagine someone have access to Kevin Samuels' Instagram and they could go through their DMs. Maybe he sent some woman some pictures. They can see all that information. That's disgusting. Y'all don't have no heart, no soul. Delete the man's account. He's not there no more. Or another thing you can do is just keep his account there for memory purposes or for history to keep his legacy going. Because me personally, this is what I would do. If I was the family, I number one, I wouldn't delete his YouTube channel. What I would do is I wouldn't have these kind of threats plastered on videos. I would delete all of that. That would be deleted immediately. You understand? That right there is an insult to all of Kevin Samuels' fans right there, especially creators on YouTube and all of social media. I would keep the videos up, but I would take all comments off. I would disable comments on all videos, but I would keep the memories of the videos up so that his legacy can live on. If you want to keep the comments open, you could do that. But the point is, a lot of times people be disrespectful. They post crazy stuff. And rather than monitoring comments, just keep the comments disabled. That way you have a record of his work that was out there. Because a lot of people, they get things misconstrued and they don't understand the history of Kevin Samuels. A lot of people just miss him, but they don't understand that Kevin Samuels had also different ideology and different things that he talked about that I disagreed with. For example, people think that Kevin Samuels was focused on family and family growth. Sad to say, fam, he was not. That was a part of the act, for lack of better words. Kevin Samuels didn't believe in that. I'm one of his detractors. I'm one of the people that criticize him, and I share a lot of commentary about him in terms of videos. And I've noticed over the years that his talking points changed up and he began to do different things. And I would challenge him on those talking points respectfully. And I wanted to hear his perspective in a response video, but he never responded because the way I brought my response videos, it was so good. He just never took the time to react or respond to me because he didn't like the challenge that I was giving him. He believed in paying for women of the night. Yes. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a man and you viewed Kevin Samuels' videos and you know for yourself that he believed in brothers paying for women of the night. Now, I want to know, if a man believe in paying for women of the night and getting women that sign a NDA or whatever the case is, that's not a guy that believe in family values or believe in having a wife, children, and that, no, it doesn't make sense. See, we see some 1s in the chat because they all know this is to be true. But if you go to Kevin Samuels' channel and you look at the comments, people are praising him for having family values, speaking to the people in hopes to help us to build stronger families. Family, that is not what was his mission. I know that a lot of you may be a little delusional or may have selective hearing, I think is a better word. But that wasn't the case. He had a different type of talking point, and these are the things that I challenged him on, and people looked at me like I was a hater when all I wanted to do was challenge his talking points to see his perspective. I've talked about this many times where he told women to not tell their husbands that she was cheating. How many of you folks seen the video that Kevin Samuels made where he told a woman that was married that she should have never told her husband that she was cheating on him? Now, a lot of you might say, but Ringo, that's not cool. You know, what do you mean it's not cool? This is what he did. He told a woman who's married that she should have never told her husband that she was cheating on him. That doesn't sound like family values to me. That's sick. That doesn't sound right. And remember, he was supposed to be a devoted Christian that believed in Jesus. You know what the Bible says about these things. So these are the kind of things that I challenged him on. And people got upset and said that I'm a hater and I'm all these negative names. And this is typical of what they do on YouTube. They say you're a hater, you're a pocket watcher, you're this, you're that, all these negative things. I really don't care what people have to say about me. I'm over that type of stuff. That stuff doesn't even bother me no more in terms of, well, it never did bother me. Maybe a little bit back in the day, and I would go off on people. But as of today, I really don't care who talks about me. That stuff doesn't even move me no more. You know what I mean? If money is not being made, it makes no sense. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about this a little later because they're about to air the show. And I know a lot of you may view what they got to show over there. Again, today is supposed to be Kevin Samuels' birthday. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. I didn't want the brother to die. I had my disagreements, don't get me wrong. I was one of his biggest detractors. That's definitely true. But I never wanted the man to die. So that being said, we're going to get up on out of here. I'm going to be back on later on. Possibly if the broadcast that they're going to air, if there's some information or anything in there that's worth talking about, then I'll do a video about that. If I choose to do a video about that, it will be on my Ringo TV Raw channel. So if you're not subscribed on the Ringo TV Raw channel, make sure that you're subscribed over there as well, because I'm going to be over there doing a video about that particular video if it's worth talking about. All right. So the choice is yours, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to continue to super chat a channel where Kevin Samuels is no longer there and you just like giving your money away, hey, have at it, because I don't know. That's just, it seems crazy to me. If a man is deceased and everybody's super chatting, it just doesn't make sense. So I will be able to tally up how much they made on tonight's broadcast. You could call me pocket watcher or whatever the case you want to call me. I'm a content creator, and this is content strategy, and I understand the game and I understand the business. So that being said, I'll catch you in the next video. If you like my work and you would like to contribute to the stream, you can do so via Cash App, $ Ringo TV Raw. I have it pinned in the chat right there. So if you like my work and you want to support it and sponsor the streams and you think that is worthy of your hard-earned money, you can do so via Cash App, $ Ringo TV Raw. via PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron today. Blackmail Advice TV on Patreon. It is what it is. All that information will be at the end of the video stream. Again, I appreciate everybody coming out, tuning with me, rocking with the platform. Appreciate the mods in the building. Tracy, V-Dub Man. Peace and blessings to the chat. Peace and blessings to the chat and everybody that support the streams. I enjoy these type of commentary videos. It's very relaxing. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there, all the guys that are on the road. You know what I'm saying? Long hours on the road. I know that these type of videos will get you straight through the job, especially on them lonely, dark roads, fam. I know it'd be crazy, man. You know what I mean? So be safe out there, guys. You know what I mean? Stay alert. It is what it is. We're going to be back on later on. Ringo TV reactions, and I'm signing out, fam. See you in the next one. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.